football at its absolute best.
Yeah, they had us the first half, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, could be Wayne.
I think I got my swagger back. Oh.
I love it, baby.
Them orange britches. Something about them orange britches.
Tennessee wins! By Tennessee, Jawan Jennings. Jennings makes the catch.
Ball hit high in the air into right field. Going back is Sayre. And Tennessee can say hello, win column. A grand slam in the bottom of the ninth. You can't draw it up any better.
We just won a basketball game, and we're very happy right now. McGrath for the win. He got it. If you don't like college football and you watch this one, I'm not sure what your problem is.
Reddit did to do, and welcome into More Important Issues. It is Sunday, March 8th. Vibes may not be high at all after there was a series win. I think softball just wrapped up a sweep of LSU.
Yeah, I'm all in on softball. I think.
But yeah, I think this weather mixed with the way things kind of felt this weekend. I tried to warn you after that win Tuesday night. I did. I didn't want you to get too high up, you know?
Yeah, and like I don't know. We'll get into it. But senior day is just not really senior day. Like with the transfer portal, why do we even do senior day anymore?
Is this a conversation about men's basketball or Kim Caldwell?
Oh. I was going men's basketball, but yeah, we can get in on that if you want.
My only thing I'll say about this, can we just be honest about it and say you want her fired if you're pretending to clutch your pearls about players not playing on senior day? Because this is a competitive thing. They're adults. They're getting paid. No one should care whether a senior plays on senior day or not. So if you're going to go, they need to play, at least preface it with, I want her fired, and I'm using this as an excuse to say I want her fired.
Right. Yeah, you don't just play somebody just to play them in a game that is like it's not as meaningful probably as a like college football game, but you're not going to go see a walk-on start at quarterback just because they're a senior.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a ridiculous conversation.
Yeah. I hate that yet another player come out and be like, hey, like
I've had 2 senior days.
Yeah, and
how that works.
Yeah. I don't know.
Which kind of goes into your point of why do we have senior day? Because this girl had 2 senior days.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, with COVID, it's like, I mean, these people could have 3 or 4, it seemed like, senior days. And then you had Tennessee's one was Grant Hurst.
Didn't play. The program. So fire Rick Barnes. Scumbag.
Yeah. I don't think Amari Abram really played either. And then it was Felix Okpara and Jacoby Gillespie. Amari Abram did play 3 minutes, so Rick Barnes got lucky on that one. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we played like it didn't matter too. So
I was gonna say, I mean, I don't know if we play any better. I've seen this team all year. I don't know if we play any better if we don't have senior day festivities. I saw that thread going. Why don't we do it after the game? Because you can't do it after a loss.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. There's not a perfect world to maybe just get rid of senior day altogether if you really hate it that much. If you believe it has an effect on the game, just don't do it. Is kind of my stance. I don't know if it does or doesn't. Compile
well, again, like I don't get senior day because most of these kids like haven't. Yeah, technically they are a senior, but they haven't grown up in this program.
Right.
Like, I mean, Felix Okpara, it's like
not a 4-year thing.
Cool. Yeah, he's been here for 2 years. Amari Abram, Jacoby Gillespie, 2 years. You had Grant Hurst, who doesn't play.
Jacoby Gillespie's been here less than a year. Amari
Yeah.
Abram, less than a year.
Yeah. This is their one season. So yeah, it doesn't make any sense to even have a senior day with that. But also, like, it should have no effect on the game with, like, there shouldn't be a ton of emotion
Right.
with those guys. I mean, with Grant and Admiral, like, yeah, that's or sorry, I don't think Grant went through senior day, but Admiral and Jordan Bone and all those guys, like Kyle Alexander, like that was one that was emotional. Zakai Ziegler and Jemai Mashek, that was kind of emotional. This one, no juice to senior day and no juice to the actual game. I mean, just horrendous first half.
Yeah.
22 points, and then you scored 60 in the second half. I don't even know how that happens, Caleb.
I didn't get to watch until like the final, I don't know, 6 minutes. I listened on the radio while I mowed because I was like, hey man, this weather's good. Grass is looking a little rough. Let's go put blade to blade, you know? Listen to Mike and Chris Lofton on the call. And I would like to issue a formal apology to the former radio guys at Tennessee. A lot of complaining about them. I think Mike and Chris have done I've listened to them a couple of times this year. I think they've done a great job. Chris has come out of his shell. I mean, if you listen to Chris Lofton, you know, like that's not his personality to be a color commentator. He's really come out of his shell. The second half, and I listened to the first 14 minutes of it on the radio. They did great. The first 20 minutes of the first half, when we sucked, it was a tough listen. I mean, I was like, are these guys dead? Like, we need to get we need to get clear on them, It was rough. I was like, golly, I can't imagine what this looks like if that's like I'm hearing how bad it is from them because I'm getting nothing.
They gave you that picture. That's all you can ask for with a radio broadcast.
So it was, I can't imagine. And I kind of wanted to say all that too to say, I know we give Rick Barnes a lot of crap as Tennessee fans and how he coaches. He coached his freaking tail off the final 2.5 minutes of that game to extend that game and allow them to get back into it. Coached his tail off.
Yeah. All for nothing, though. Because you suck so bad in the first half. 22 points.
Well, I mean, I love Jacoby Gillespie, but classic Jacoby Gillespie to be down 2 and then takes an ill-advised three-pointer for no reason. And then the next possession goes to the hoop when that's the time to throw up an ill-advised three-pointer. Down 4 there. So,
well, I mean, yeah, shoot a 3 when you're 1 for 11.
Yeah, it was
sounds like a great recipe.
As good as he is, he crumbles in crunch time.
Yeah, that's been his MO, unfortunately. And 1 for 11 from 3 is terrible. He's 7 for 37 in his last 4 games. That's 18%.
Yeah, it's tough.
And you've lost 3 of those 4 games. And one was South Carolina, and they're god-awful. But, yeah, just not a good run for Jacoby Gillespie. And it is unfortunate, like, Nate Amendment, yeah, that probably makes a difference for sure. But it just sucks like you were talking about. They come all the way back.
Yeah.
So was Nate even that big of an impact? Or we just – I don't know, man. This team is –
not good. I'll say it. I don't care.
Yeah, they're one of the most frustrating.
Hey, a lot of hope. Amari Evans, freshman.
Yeah, I mean, he's your one bright spot out of this. I mean, I think JP Estrella had a good second half. He had a double-double, 20 points. That's just a game that you should win. You can't lose to Vanderbilt at home. Stop losing to Vanderbilt at home in any sport.
Yeah, I mean that would be I would. It's a tough blanket statement to say, but I would much like that. Yeah. Good news, you get an extra game of SEC play to figure it out. You don't get that double bye, that coveted double bye. We wanted it anyways. We wanted to play on Wednesday.
Yeah, more games, more basketball, free basketball.
Yeah. Maybe in a minute we'll be back for that one.
Can I ask you a question? and you just be honest. I just want to ask it because I want your reaction to it.
Okay.
Why is Jalen Carey starting?
I don't know. I don't know. There's two guys I'd probably start over him, in fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, that experiment's gone out the window. It was a senior day. Actually, I think he's technically a junior, so he didn't go through. Correct?
He
Didn't he have a year of eligibility?
Yeah. I'd be shocked if he's back next year.
I don't know. You just started. He's going to end up starting 30-plus games. I'd come back.
I mean,
maybe if
12
he wants to-
minutes against your former team and you don't even attempt a shot?
Yeah, I didn't realize he didn't register any meaningful stats. I mean, I guess he had 5 rebounds, so we'll take that. But, oof. It was a rough one. I mean, again, I'm very glad I did not have to put my eyes on the first half. Listening was plenty enough to. I was ready to be done with it, but then we claw back in it. So I thought I better see about this. I know it probably won't go well, but I better just check and see.
I saw it was a meme it was like Tennessee rebounding the basketball, and it's somebody that's like super happy and excited. And then it was like also Tennessee when they attempt second chance points, and it was somebody just throwing up on the side of the road.
Well, that's do something good. And the disaster in the first half, I don't know. I'd have to go watch it again to see how it happened. Maybe you can tell me. I feel like every time we did something, like if we caused a turnover, or if we got a rebound, we would immediately turn it over or force up a bad shot. Like, Mike would, say, "Oh, ball's going the other way," and then all of a sudden, basket for Vanderbilt. I don't know if we scored off any turnovers based on the radio call. I mean, it was truly horrendous. Chris Often was very upset about the effort being put forth, which is always good to hear. I'm glad to hear that we're struggling in the effort department on senior day, like you said.
Yep. Points in the paint 40. It doesn't have points off turnovers. We had 13.
They had to all come in the final 2 minutes.
I don't know. I mean, you get the 6th seed in the SEC tournament. I think you play the winner of Auburn and Mississippi State. So I don't know.
I did say I wanted to play Auburn. That's tough.
And you have you're going to be a 5 or 6 seed in the tournament. So we'll see what happens. Again, not a lot of faith in this team. Hopefully, does Nate makes a difference for sure. Can he? Are we? We're really depending on a true freshman to make a run in March,
but also to get healthy.
Yeah, and history kind of tells you like your senior-led guards are what get things done in March. So, and ours is not good with. Our senior guard is not good in clutch time. So, and we have a problem in close ball games. Since that Florida loss, I think we've lost 5 games for a combined of 15 points. Like, that is tough. You're not on the good side.
It shouldn't really make you feel better because now we're getting into crunch time in the season and we can't perform in crunch time in games. So like that's where it's. I don't know. Maybe the counter argument to that is like the other side's luck has to run out eventually. Because if we had won those games by that amount of points, we'd probably be going, our luck's going to run out eventually.
Yeah.
So maybe that'll be our.
The good thing is, like, people are probably going to pick Tennessee to get upset in the first round by a mid-major school of some sort. Tennessee is going to dominate a mid-major team because they're going to dominate inside. The problem is when they face a team with a good big and decent guards, that's when things just seem to go the other direction. Where there's just one half of basketball that's just abysmal for
I was
Tennessee.
gonna say I'm not willing to say they'll dominate a mid-major. It'll depend on the mid-major.
I think they like. I don't see a mid-major having like being able to control. Like it'll be like South Carolina, like they will just dominate inside.
I hope. I haven't watched enough mid-majors this year to know that there's not one out there that would. Also, it depends. Like you said, it depends on guard play. Like which are we gonna get this Jacoby Gillespie? Because if he's missing for 30 minutes of a game again, you could lose to anybody.
Yeah. I don't understand.
I can't remember how late it was, but Felix Okpara and Jacoby Gillespie combined hadn't scored for 20-something minutes of that game. You'll lose to anybody with that formula.
1-11 from 3 and somehow scoring 17 points. That's the most mellow ball stat I've ever heard in my life. It's crazy. But yeah, Mari Evans really good. I hope they're able to keep that freshman class together. They seem pretty talented, and I mean, I know we haven't turned the page next year, but going to be very guard or portal heavy again.
I mean, that's just the nature of it. Have to be.
Yep.
Have to be successful in it. Do we bring Kim English back in this season? He was actually, I think, fired while we were live Thursday night.
Yeah, I think we're out on Kim's for now.
Interesting. I thought you'd be for bringing him back to the staff.
The staff,
not as a head coach. I mean, he just failed at Providence.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
I'm not on the Rick Barnes is gone train. Maybe Rick Barnes leaves after this year, but I'd be shocked if this is his farewell tour.
Well, Gainey apparently is in for the Georgia Tech job. So
there you go. There's your opening. You don't have to shuffle guys around.
Yeah, we'll see what comes of
You also
that.
have Kim Caldwell's husband on staff. He may not be around.
Is he on our staff?
Yeah, I think he's in like a support type role, but yeah, he's on the men's staff.
Okay.
I can't remember what he does.
Yikes. Hey, Bruce Pearl said we love nepotism.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to do it. All about who you know. All right. Anything else for basketball? I mean,
Monty mentioned being one and done. Yeah, I don't think it matters, but it's also one of those things like if you're one and done and then losing the first weekend of the NCAA tournament, that sucks. If you're one and done and make it to the Sweet 16, then you don't really care. It just all depends on what you do in the NCAA tournament.
I mean, a lot of people want Nate to come back to improve his draft stock. If he really wants to improve his draft stock, I mean, that's going to be March. This postseason run.
So if we don't make a run in March, you're saying Nate's back?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like it can improve his draft stock for sure. Come back from injury, all eyes is going to be on him. I mean, that's all these other freshmen across the country kind of doing that same thing. I mean, this is a time for him to stand out.
So no butt in there. It sounded like a butt was coming.
Definitely not coming back in any capacity.
He's transferring.
Not even on a support staff role.
We do have someone leaving a support staff role, so.
We need to have – he should have went through senior day, I think.
Oh, man.
All right. Let's get Trey in with some news. Trey, what you got for us? Anything good?
I mean, define is good. I was looking at Monty's comment there. I do think it's important to win a game in the conference tournament because, I mean, I know it's doom and gloom right now. I get that, but a 5 seed in the NCAA tournament is still good. Like, you're still a 5 seed. Like, you're a good team. You're going to play a 12 mid-major, and the bubble is the bubble's not good. I think I saw that, I guess going off the news here, that there were on all the teams on the bubble, on Joe Lunardi's bubble, 9 of them lost this weekend. So, I mean, it's a very weak bubble. You can beat up good teams. And history shows us those teams who are usually one and done in their conference tournaments, they're not very successful when it comes to March. So I think it is important to go out there and get a win in the conference tournament, build momentum going forward.
Well, hold on here, Trey. Tennessee's probably best run in postseason. They lost to Mississippi State in the opening round, in Tennessee's opening round of the SEC tournament. So I would wager you that, because we could play Mississippi State too.
You could. If you lose to Mississippi State, though, I mean,
that Mississippi State team was arguably worse that we lost to.
I was looking at RPI and Kim Palm and net and stuff. I think Mississippi State is 100 in Kim Palm right now. It's a bad team. So I think you guys are playing Auburn, but who knows? As far as news goes, the biggest news story, I think, since we met on Thursday was this White House roundtable meeting that Donald Trump had a big old party at his house. I pulled up the list of some of the names here of the people here.
His house. That's an interesting term.
I bet it's real white.
Go into that.
Yeah. Well, I tend to ignore these questions from Caleb. I feel like he's digging at me. You have all the Power 5 commissioners. You had the SEC, Big 12. You had former coaches and Nick Saban, Urban Meyer, Charlie Ward was there as well.
Did Nick Saban talk about football?
Nick Saban, he did a big old long quote about how, his big thing, that the drum he tries to bang is like, getting your diploma out of university is the number one thing. And he likes to bang the drum about how when he was at Alabama, they had 700 and some odd, college grads, which, don't get me wrong, that's important. But I just found it so fascinating and funny that we're in the middle of an actual war, and we think right now is a good time to let's get all these people together, go to the White House and make some changes. Trump, the biggest quote I saw.
There is a rumor out there that Nick Saban doesn't even really care about football. He just wants to talk politics. So that might be why he was there. That's why I'm shocked to hear he talked about football.
He did talk about football. Yeah.
Yeah, that's surprising. I thought Nick Saban was just a political guy. I'm learning new things every day, so that's good to know. Okay.
The biggest quote that came out of it was President Donald Trump saying that he wants to go back to the old way. I'd like to go back exactly about the way we had it and ram it all the way through the court process, which is so funny because the court process is what has brought us to the problems we face right now in the NCAA.
Right.
Like, who knows?
Go back to the old way that sounds.
It sounds bad.
Like, how far are we going back here?
But yeah, it was a mess. And the other story in sports,
the South rise again, man. It's also shout out to Chandler Bing of Vanderbilt. Little Friends quote for everyone interested. We got just wrecked by a character from a '90s TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, Trey. I don't want to stay on that game.
No, you're good. I was saying you're bringing it back up, not me. I wasn't even going to talk about it. But the other story in sports I'm following right now is the Bruce Pearl versus Miami of Ohio, that he is just going on tangents about how he doesn't think Miami should be in over Auburn. But it's so funny, as I was writing it down, it flipped today. Bruce Pearl said in the halftime at the CBS that he thinks that Miami, Ohio is not going to win, and that the MAC should get 2 teams in, and that Auburn should be in as well. You can just tell he's so new to the sport that he thinks he's still a coach still, and it's just
dude, you're good. You don't have to plead your case
exactly.
anymore.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
That's funny.
But I wanted to ask you guys, with the tournament starting, or what Selection Sunday, we're a week away. This time next week we'll have a bracket. I just wanted to do a quick little snake draft. Pick your teams. We each get 3 picks. Who wins the NCAA tournament? Landon, you can start.
Good Lord. I hate picking Florida, but dang, they're good.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably go Florida.
I'll say Duke. Caleb?
I think it probably is Florida again, which just pisses me off. I think And then aren't these top 4 seeds? Aren't they the Michigan was one I was thinking about. I was between Michigan and Florida. Aren't these top 4 seeds ranked higher than the last 3 or 4? Like they would be ranked the highest.
Yeah.
Of the last 3 or 4 year RPIs. They would all be 1 seeds in those.
Yeah. I think we are facing a possibly another 1 seed Final Four again, which I'm okay with. I know a lot of people last year made some big hoopla about not having Cinderellas, and I get that. But at the end of the day, I want good basketball. And I think the top 4 or 5 teams, Michigan, Florida, UConn, and is it Houston? That's my 4th. No, it's not Houston. Arizona. Sorry. And those teams are incredible. I'd like to see them all play.
I mean, that's kind of like the whole point of the seeding process. And that doesn't mean you can't get Cinderella runs. It just means they'll die out before the Final Four run, which is kind of a good thing for the sport, honestly.
Yeah, it is.
So we're still drafting?
I thought we were still drafting. Yeah, Caleb stopped there.
Wait, what?
I said we were snake drafting teams. So Landon went Florida. I said Duke. And then you get 2 picks.
Oh, I missed the snake. I thought we were picking champions.
Oh, no, we were snaking.
For Final Four?
We're just for
champions.
For champions?
Yeah.
How many picks do I have?
You got
2 now.
You have 2 now.
We're picking 3 champions? This is confusing to me. Then I'll go Michigan then.
Okay. And now you got another one because it snakes back to you.
No, I went last and then first in the second round. No? What's the
I already picked Florida.
Okay, Michigan. I didn't understand what we were doing. Michigan.
Jeez.
I thought this was going to be a quick one.
Get this man on the clock.
All right, skip me. I forgo my pick. I'm just going Michigan.
I say Arizona. Landon.
I'll go. Give me a Hurley in March. I'll go UConn.
Well, he can't even stay in ball games right now.
Caleb, give me 2 more teams.
Houston, I think, is a good one. I don't think they'll actually win it, but I mean, if you're going to pick a team, pick Houston. I think Alabama's going to make a run. I don't think they're going to get to the championship. Probably not even the Final Four, but they'll be hanging around there late in games and in March.
Yeah. And then I'll pick. I like Michigan State. I like Tom Izzo in March. And then Landon, you got 1 more.
God, I have Florida, UConn. I mean, I'll just do like a trinity of just teams I hate. I'll go Purdue.
There you go. But yeah, that's I think if I had to guess, we said the national championship between the 3 of us here. I think it was one of those 9 teams. I do.
All right.
Yep.
It's going to be Nebraska.
Nebraska with their first NCAA tournament win and their first national championship.
It'd be their first NCAA tournament win?
They've never won an NCAA tournament game. Yeah.
Oh, I'm picking them to get upset in the first round.
That's a good bet. It's a good bet.
I love that.
That's what I got for the news, though, guys.
Oh, so you're not going to mention the Hurley brothers getting ejected simultaneously?
Yeah, Caleb should do the news segments.
I need a reminder, and Landon mentioned Hurley. I forgot that happened. I feel like I did actually have a question about the news. Hold on, let me see if I
while he was looking at that, I was looking at that clip of the 2 brothers getting ejected, and someone responded to the tweet of they both used to coach high school basketball together. And it was the video of them both coaching together, going nuts, just ballistic, screaming at refs in a high school basketball game.
Heck yeah. I love that.
They have to be so hated in that community, that ref community. They have to be.
Did you see where Mississippi State reported 8 NCAA violations? And part of it was Mississippi State golf. They had 3 golf recruits on an official visit, played a round of golf valued at $150 each, paid for by Mississippi State, that exceeded the $60 entertainment expense limit. So the recruits had to pay the difference of $90 each.
Gosh. See, this is when I see
There's
that,
another part of that thing too. They gave tickets to, I think it was a baseball recruit. They gave tickets to him, but they gave tickets to his dad who played at Mississippi State.
Jesus.
But he was on an unofficial visit, so it counted as a gift to a recruit.
let's go back to the good old days, right? I mean, that when I see like that's what we're still reporting on itself, I know we're still just far away from.
Dude, also, we forgot to mention the World Baseball Classic is awesome.
I haven't watched it. I did see that home run that Kyle Schwarber hit. That was pretty electric.
Dude,
I enjoy watching the Puerto Rican games. Like they hit a walk-off last night, and the crowd was insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
Andrew Fisher.
Puerto Rico has a team?
Yeah.
I'm so confused on what they are. I have no idea. I don't get it. I thought they were part of the United States, but I guess not. Okay.
Well, the Netherlands have all Aussie Albies, which I didn't realize Curacao was part of the Netherlands. I learned that today or this past week because I was like, what? I said all the Aussie Albies doesn't strike me as like I think of like the Dutch men's team for like soccer. I'm like,
dude, that's cool. Shout out to the Dutch East Indies, like the 1,300 corporation, like making their baseball team good in 2026. That's big.
Andrew Fisher hit a bomb for Italy today. That was sick. Also, the Dominican Republic's catcher is the Yankees catcher. His name is Austin Wells. He's a white guy, which is really interesting. I don't know the whole backstory of why he's playing for the DR, but I think it's just hilarious.
This is more absurd than soccer, and I thought their structuring of how you could play for national teams was absurd.
Who was it? I saw the tweet. You guys would know. There was a former Tennessee baseball signee that's playing on some World Baseball Classic.
It's Manny Ramirez's son.
Yeah. And did he hit a home run or did he
hit 2 home runs against the U.S.?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. He let off.
So
the game.
Teams we cheer for missed out on signing him twice. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and then Nolan Arenado, I think, is playing for the Dominican Republic, and he won the last 2 World Baseball Classics for the U.S.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I mean, it's worse than U.S. or than like soccer.
This is insane. And it's also
he's with Team Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so kind of the U.S., but not.
But not. I mean,
That
when you
checks
play
out.
for the U.S. team,
This is due to his mother's heritage. He joined the Puerto Rican squad.
Yeah, but in soccer you have to make a decision. Like if you make an appearance for one team, you're stuck.
Mm-hmm.
He did play. So the Puerto Rican team, it's being managed by Yadier Molina, and so he used to play for the Cardinals. So I'm sure that probably has something to do with that. There's recruiting going on. The World Baseball Classic.
I agree with Trump. We need to get back to the old way. Get rid of this. Whatever's going on right
Nolan
now.
Arenado back on Team USA.
I can't find I don't know what I've done with it. There was something I was going to bring up. I will ask, what about this Big 12 glass court? Are we in favor?
I like it, but did I see that it got messed up in one of the women's games? Like they were taping it down. I think it was in the first or second game. They were going out there with duct tape and like electrical tape, trying to push it back down into like their pieces. So
It's glass.
Well, it's like a TV screen essentially.
Thing. Okay.
Yeah, and they can like stream to it essentially, so they can change it into all these different logos and formats and styles. It's kind of like the airless basketball. It's probably good in theory, probably not.
Back to the old way.
Someone was saying, I think it was one of the Barstool podcasts were saying, like, if one of the games are a blowout on the actual court, they need to like video and like stream in another game that's close so people can watch a good game while a blowout's actually going on the court.
Or just like when it's time for my team to actually come on the TV, like I would like that game to be on.
Okay.
At least the court. At least.
I agree with that. Yeah. Well, ESPN will be all for that. They're like, wait, we get secondary ad space and a channel we're already showing? Yeah.
That's a good point.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
We'll start overlapping games entirely.
One will be on TV commercials at all times.
Yeah.
What was the time?
You're gonna get a Burger King commercial.
Yeah.
You're gonna have it your way and you're gonna like it eventually.
What was the time in the first half when Tennessee finally flipped over on Saturday? I feel like
I wasn't aware.
Yeah,
I was watching on ESPN
News
Plus. Yeah, so I don't know.
I think it was like 12 or 8 minutes left in the first half. It was crazy.
I will say basketball season, I hate Hulu Live. I think it's one of the worst TV services of all time. Like the interface sucks. It makes no sense. But because of the Hulu mouse intertwinedness, you just find Tennessee on and click go. Like you don't have to search for the channel. So that is nice. I'll give them that, but that doesn't necessarily all the way make it a better service. It's awful. I hate Hulu Live. I hate the mouse.
Back in the fall when ESPN were having their issues with YouTube TV and everyone was trying to figure stuff out, I was a YouTube TV guy and I tried out Sling for the first time. I think that's worse than Hulu. That was bad. That's a lot worse.
That's why I initially made the switch, and it is. I mean, to do all the bundles, the ESPN, Disney, but it makes sense. So I haven't gone back to YouTube TV, but I just wake up every day and hate that I have Hulu.
I've always had Hulu Live, so I don't know what it's like to not have it. So I don't know. I think
YouTube TV is at least like a normal TV.
Yeah,
but it has the addition of you can search, like the search function, or like separate it into sports or whatever, movies, or it has that function that Hulu has. But when you're just like trying to find channels, it's much easier to do on YouTube TV.
Yeah.
Once again, going back to the good old days, let's get the big old fat remotes with the 50 buttons on there.
If I could have DirecTV for less than $120 a month, I would. But no, because you got to have the NBC Sports and ESPN News and SEC Network and SEC Network Plus, and it's terrible. I hate everything. I hate consumerism. You know what? I'm just going to run away I'm going to self-sufficient this. I'm going to give up on sports altogether. I'll just take my radio out there with me and listen to Mike Keith 24/7.
Or Kev's Corner.
I don't think that's streaming yet. I don't think it's on the radio waves yet. But eventually, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Eventually.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, baseball. I mean, you did win the series, I guess. Like, that's cool and all. But it sucks when you lose Sunday.
I think even if you had played this bad, like you keep the badness similar, but you'd won and you swept, I don't know if things would be as doom and gloom. But now that you lost today, you got shut out, everyone's like, all right, so we suck at hitting.
Yeah, it's not great. I mean, I thought there was some stuff that I think it's there. Like, I feel like up and down the lineup, it should work. It's just not. And I don't really know what you had 4 guys in the series go over. That was Stone Lawless, Levi Clark, Jay Abernathy, and Chris Newstrom. Chris Newstrom, you thought he took a step in Texas, and then he doesn't have a great weekend. I think that's 2 weekends in a row that Jay Abernathy hasn't had a hit. He is like getting walks and like getting on base other ways. So like that is something, I guess, but you don't want your leadoff hitter to go over 2 weekends in a row. Levi Clark just continues to struggle. He's definitely hitting better when he catches, but today just didn't have it. I don't know what the issue is. It's like you can't string along hit after hit. It's like we get 2 outs, then we have a hit, then we get another out. Like it just feels like there's nothing back to back with this team. And even though the strikeout numbers aren't big or anything right now, it's roll over to the shortstop, roll over to the second baseman. It's pop fly to right field, pop fly to left field. Like there's just like no barreling the baseball.
Right.
So I don't know. It just seems like the offense is just stuck in the mud, and I mean, it does like everybody's going to ask the question, like, well, that's Elander. Like, he is our hitting coach. Why are we so bad at hitting all of a sudden? I don't know the answer to that. I do know that Garrett Wright is really good. Henry Ford is really good. But other than those two, like, if it wasn't coming from those two this weekend and Manny Marin, but he only played like a game and a quarter. He went 4 for 4. If it wasn't coming from one of those three guys, Tennessee didn't have nothing going on offense.
Yeah, it was a. I'll give credit. They did the right things at the right time to win Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, but it's also a team that Georgia beat 22-1 in one of those games. I mean,
and you faced Georgia this weekend.
Yeah, Wright State.
They did lose to Queens on Friday. I don't know what they did Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
They did lose to Queens on Friday. Of note.
Yeah, and like me and Trey were talking about this before the game. Like the SEC is just super inconsistent. So that at least gives me like hope. It's not just Tennessee that's struggling. LSU has struggled. Vanderbilt has struggled a ton. I think Florida lost a series this weekend. They almost got swept.
I was about to say they lost Friday, Saturday.
Yeah. So it's not just Tennessee that's struggling, but it's just something that you've always had offense for the last 6 years, and that offense is just not the same anymore. The home runs aren't coming. There's still bad base running. I mean, there was probably always bad base running. There was probably always like missed opportunities, leaving guys on base, but now it's just amplified because those home runs aren't coming in bunches like they used to.
Right. I mean, I think it was 2 years ago. There definitely was bad base running. I remember there being lots of complaints about it. I believe it was 2 years ago that we left a lot of guys on.
Yeah. So I don't know the best way to do it. I don't know if it's, I mean, I'd like to see some more guys get some opportunities. Taylor Tracy, Trent Grinlinger, I'd like to see those guys maybe try it, see if it works. Because right now, like the bottom of the lineup, especially, just isn't getting it done. I thought Reese Chapman had a good weekend at the plate, but it just, I don't know, just like I said, stuck in the mud. It feels like just can't get anything going, and getting shut out at home by a mid-major program. I don't care if it's Wright State. That's just unacceptable.
And it was on a Sunday.
Yeah,
don't love to see that. Bring the old creams back. That's the only answer.
And that's the bad part is like you win the series and you're like, okay, cool. Like we got back to that, and then after, then you lose the last game. You kind of have to dwell on that until next weekend. I mean, you will get I think do you get a midweek game? Oh yeah, it's Tennessee Tech, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Which I'm sure they're solid. I don't know what
I think they're pretty good.
Yeah, I mean they're normally solid.
Yeah.
If not really good.
And then you have Georgia with really good offense. I don't know how great they are at pitching, but I mean it's going to be a huge test. It's going to be a struggle in SEC play if Tennessee doesn't fix some things.
Yeah. But you're excited for Friday. Get into play and see what happens, right?
I guess. We'll see. Got some questions real quick before we get into football. We won't hit on football very long. Somebody asked, what's wrong with our offense? I mean, I think I kind of just went over that, but I think they're just not barreling anything, and somebody gets a base hit and somebody follows up with another base hit. It's like a base hit and then it's a bat at bat. Somebody will get a double with nobody out. And what do? We roll over to the shortstop and don't move that runner over. Or we strike out. Or we get bases loaded and we like to ground into a double play. Like we just do not help ourselves out with situational hitting at all. I mean, that was a phenomenal play on Friday with the slash bunt I love that, but everybody wants Josh Elander to be in the dugout right now, but he was the one that called that. So
Right.
what do you want? I just have a hard time thinking like this. He magically just stopped having a hand in coaching the offense. I don't think that at all. I think it's they thought that these sophomores were going to take a step mixed in with these transfers, and it was going to work, and it just hasn't.
I mean, obviously he's going to still have a massive hand. Do you think it's had to take a back seat to head coaching duties, or
Chuck Drolleman, who was the guy at Florida who had some of the top offenses in the country? So, yeah, I mean,
shouldn't have changed.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, they just need to get some guys going. I mean, I don't think Levi Clark's a bad hitter. He wasn't last year. I know that sophomore slump is a real thing that some guys kind of go through, and man, is he going through it.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's doing a little like he's changed some things at the plate. Like he was like a big like over the top with his back and with his bat, and now it's not. It wasn't this weekend. So I think he's trying to work on things, but then if you're up there trying to work on things, it's like you're thinking way too much about it. And that's probably not going to help his case.
Sure.
So I don't know. Maybe they'll turn around. It took a while for that 2023 team to turn it around. They finally did. So maybe this is the same thing. They just need to get an SEC play and figure out.
Get the juices flowing.
Yeah. Consistent, better weather. Maybe that helps. I think pitching, like it has been, I think the bullpen's been okay at times. I think starting pitching didn't have a great weekend, but I don't know if they are elite, but they are good. So I feel like they are going to be good enough to keep them in ball games. Can that offense do enough to get them over the edge and win some of these series that they weren't able to do last year?
Right.
Also, Monty, I love that you're just always in here. We need to send you a hat. If you just want to DM me your address, I'll send you a hat. Love
that.
Yeah.
What a shout out.
Yeah, love the. You're just always in here, just grinding with the boys. I love it. Rain or shine, Monty's going
shout
to
out
be
to
in
Monty.
here. Yeah. All right, let's get into some football. You know, why not? We're in March. Let's talk about football. It's year-round now. Somebody asked this question to kind of get it started. Do you think Idris Farouk is going to start this year at safety?
I would say more than likely.
I know Caleb's a big he's got a opinion on this, I feel like.
I think he makes a lot of really good plays. I think he also can do a lot of dumb stuff. I would say more than likely he's going to start this year, though. I mean, I think it'll be really interesting with the new staff mixed with a lot of new faces on the defensive side of the ball. So I don't think it's a guarantee. But I would say there's a good chance that he is a starter. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I feel that way too. I mean, it felt like last year there was no one else to really go to, even when he did struggle. But he did make some good plays, and maybe you just kind of live with that. It would probably help if your other safety is really good too, like maybe mask some of those stuff that he misses, which you weren't able to have last year. It doesn't stand out as much. So, but yeah, I think they like his upside, and he is fun to watch when he does make contact with somebody. It's when he has his head lowered and he does not make contact at all that you're just like, what?
Yeah. We do need to get my man in I'm blanking on the term. What are that go over the helmets? We got to get him in one of those.
Oh, Scully?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that what they're called?
I don't know.
Bull caps? Guardian caps.
Guardian caps.
That's what.
Okay. I think those are like first getting started, like right when we got out of high school.
Yeah, they were never a thing.
And I was like, these are the dumbest things I've ever seen. And now
And they
everybody-
kind of started with like 7-on-7 kids wearing like rugby helmets. Scrum
Yeah.
caps.
Yeah, like if I feel like those first couple years, you're like, if a kid was wearing that, probably sucked. But now everybody wears it, so maybe they don't suck. I don't know.
I want to go back to the old ways.
Yeah, it's like, that dude sucks. It's like on the longest yard, there's my bitch. They were wearing one of those. That was gonna be it. I wanted to like just talk about some players. And do you have any players that you're just like, man, I'm interested to see what he looks like come next season? Doesn't have to be a transfer, freshman, whatever. Just name a player for me.
Oh, I'll start off hot and heavy here with Deshaun Bishop, president of the Deshaun Bishop fan club. I mean, yeah, I want to see. I mean, hopefully he can get healthy. The running back room's kind of interesting altogether, just because I feel like we're back in the same situation. Like we kind of pretty confident in our first two guys. After that, it's like, who is it?
Yeah.
Need Deshaun to stay healthy this year, especially. But yeah, I mean, you gotta love getting back a running back like Deshaun Bishop.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if he has another. I think is it 2 years? He has 2 years left.
I would think because he redshirted. I would imagine.
Isn't he kind of close? Like he's on pace to break the rushing record at Tennessee.
Is he really?
I think he has 1,500 yards. I think you just need another 1,500 to get really
essentially
close to it. Yeah.
Wow. I didn't think about that. Yeah, I think he's a redshirt junior. So
He would be this year a redshirt junior?
yes.
Okay. I'm interested to see who that number 2 back is.
Yeah, it feels like it's definitely DeJuan Morris, but I would think.
I mean, they did go get the freshman from Tulane, Javen Gordon. I think I said that right.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you said it right, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. He had a pretty good year last year. Got some out of the backfield, 5'10", 200 pounds. So I'm interested to see what he does. I mean, the last transfer the Tennessee got from Tulane worked out pretty well. So, but yeah, I think you got some options there. I definitely, I just want to see DeJuan Morris like get loose. I feel like that's something that this team needs, is just as good as Deshaun Bishop is, just that breakaway speed. And I think it's, everybody thought it was going to be Peyton Lewis, and it just never worked out that way. And I feel like DeJuan Morris definitely has that.
Right.
Got that wiggle to him.
I pulled up the
No guardian gap, Caleb.
I pulled up the expected depth chart. So I have a question. When did Tristan Keys like start going by TK Keys? That always
I think
been
it's
a
always
thing?
been a nickname.
I've never seen him referred to as TK Keys. This
I
is
think
my
that's
first time
his
ever.
like that's his name on Twitter. It's like TK.
Okay. We've got a name change. He is a freshman.
It does kind of seem like RIP in peace. Like that's what it reminds me of. TK is obviously Tristan Keys. So we're going Tristan Keys.
Well, you don't know
Keys.
his middle name.
That's true. I don't. But it seems like we're right on the verge of RIP in peace.
Oh, I pulled up this depth chart and it's like, who the hell is TK?
He's writing a book, Caleb.
Oh. Who the hell is Happy Gilmore?
Give me another player.
Well, so I went to the wide receiver section because I was like, I wonder who they have starting. Because it's our lads. I don't know if you use that website.
Yeah.
Going through, they're usually like pretty.
I dabble.
Pretty accurate. I was like, I wonder who they have starting. It's Tre'Davious Jackson because I'm interested in the wide receiver core as a whole. Tristan Keys, Travis Smith Jr., like all those, like how that shakes out with Chris Brazzell being gone. But Braylon Staley's obviously your big target at wide receiver, and who's going to throw the ball to him is going to be really interesting.
Yeah.
Because you got to get the ball in his hands.
Mm-hmm.
So trying to get the ball in the wide receiver's hands, but specifically Braylon Staley. That's going to be, I think, the true balance of the offense. Because I think you're going to be good at running back. How good? Great question. Our offensive line, they seem to take some steps back as the season dwindled down, but I'm still fairly confident in the level they can perform at. So it's, can they get the ball in the wide receiver's hands, whichever quarterback it may be. We know it won't be Joey Aguilar now. After that, though, couldn't tell you.
Yeah. Somebody asked me the question: Do you think Faison Brandon has a legit shot?
Yes.
Or are we just saying that just because? Like, is anybody picking him to win the job? I guess would be my question to that.
I don't know if I'd pick him to win it. I feel like he has a legit shot. I don't know. You think if they were just super confident in George McIntyre that he would have played more last year?
Yeah, that's the one thing. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Everything we heard in scrimmages, it was like George McIntyre looked good. George McIntyre looked good, and then depth chart comes out, third string. Okay, well, and then you have that game where he doesn't even play, and they played Jake Merklinger, knowing Jake Merklinger was not going to be here next year.
Right.
So, yeah, I just don't know what to think about that. Was that, I don't know. Surely it's not by design. That sounds stupid. I don't know. Interested in that. One guy for me, TJ Metcalf. Give me a safety, man. Needed one. Had to have it. All Big Ten player, no big deal.
Yeah. I like that. I'm interested to see about this linebacking group because I was so high on them last year, and then obviously it seems like they should get better this year with the addition of Amari Campbell. You get Aaron Carter back out of the transfer portal.
Yeah.
But I am tempering my expectations because I was so high on last year. I'm not letting myself get hurt again.
True. Edge rusher is another one. Like Chaz Coleman, like that was a huge get in the portal, but hasn't been super productive yet. Tennessee has to have him super productive because I don't know what else you really have at edge besides Jordan Norman from Tulane. You got him, and he was pretty good. You have some. It's also like, what is Jim Knowles like? Can some of these linebackers play edge? Could Jaden Harmon play edge? Could Jaden Perlotti play edge?
Right.
Because you have a ton of guys in that room, a ton of guys that have played a lot of football, and a lot of talent. Like, could you see some of those be at that edge position where you just don't have a ton of depth right now? What do these freshmen look like? I think losing Caleb Herring and Jordan Ross. Like, yeah, they did get Jordan Norman, but after him, it was kind of some freshmen that you landed. What does Keldrick Golston look like? What does Zach Groves look like? I know Joel Wyatt is going to be starting off at safety, but could he somehow end up as an edge at some point too? We'll see.
That's going to be the most interesting. I don't know. That's such a weird scenario.
That just sounds like, this is me just saying this and I don't know anything, but the guys that you don't know their position sounds like a guy that's transferring to me. I hope that's not the case, but that's what it's. it's like, well, I mean, we're never going to figure that one out. So,
Hey, good to get him on the board and say this is our class ranking.
exactly. Boost it up. David Sanders, another one for me. Switching to the left side, was impactful last year. Later on in the season, dealt with some injuries, but he's got to be a difference maker. I think he played well at times, but I mean, over there on the left side, with him being your 5-star kind of bell cow over there, like you need him to be a dude.
Sure. Yeah.
Especially with a young quarterback, you need that offensive line to be stout, and he needs to be the anchor of that offensive line. Paying him the money to do so.
Yep. Anybody else?
I have Nathan Robinson too, just because I think he is with Xavier Gilliam and David Hobbs. I think he's right after that. He's an interesting guy for me. That I mean, Tennessee's going to rotate a ton at defensive tackle. What does this defensive staff kind of think of him, and is he able to take another step? I mean, he was really good in some last year. Like you saw flashes. I want to see it more consistently.
Sure.
All right.
Real quick, and Trey, you can get in here for this before we end. I got sent a post by No3 Sports. And this is in relation to the Nick Saban comment. Former Alabama running back. This is from No3 Sports. Former Alabama running back Trent Richardson weighed in on Nick Saban's stance against paying players. Honestly, I don't get why he's even commenting on it. They gave me and my family $75,000 just to commit, plus $10,000 a month to stay at Alabama. So that was tweeted out by No3, which I think brings up an interesting question. Over under $75,000 to Trent Richardson to commit to Alabama, and then over under $10,000 a month, because there is a number that they paid him. What is that number? I'll please weigh in.
I'm trying to find it. I didn't want to click, but some athlete retweeted it and didn't know and quoted it. Some former college athlete and said, like, I got paid more than this or something like that. I'm trying to find what the tweet was. But like they didn't realize it was No3. But I think over.
Commitment, definitely over, I think.
Yeah.
Monthly, I don't know. I think commitment over 75. I agree. You got a thought, Landon?
I mean, that was just Nick Saban. I mean, that probably wasn't even every other like bag man just going around just giving him some money. So yeah, I'd probably say that's probably right at it. And then he got a lot more from everybody else.
Oh, good, guys. Jake Olson came out and says he didn't see USC pay players while he was there.
Who said that?
Jake Olson.
Oh,
That was a blind long snapper. It was a little bit of a joke.
jeez.
I can't find the tweet. I
was like, I don't even know who that is.
He didn't say that exactly, but he did. I was hoping that's how it would kick off. He said, people always ask me if I knew USC was paying players back then. And he said no, because of the Reggie Bush stuff. He's like, yeah, everyone knows big time players were doing it.
Everyone was.
Yeah.
They're not moving to Tuscaloosa, Alabama for free. No shot.
Well, where's Trent Richardson from? It might be an upgrade, Landon. You never know. Like, where did Jameis Winston? It's my favorite thing when he talks about he went to. It sounds so fake. He's like, I went to Hueytown High School. that's not a real school. Come on.
He's from Pensacola, Florida.
Oh yeah, he's not going there for free. You're right. You nailed it. Like Jameis would have gone anywhere.
Max Crosby to the Ravens. That is, I mean, duh. Just makes so much sense.
Poor Joe Burrow.
Oh yeah, he's gonna die.
He's gonna die. And while we were recording,
Big weekend for him though, right? Who's he dating?
Yeah,
Jessica Alba.
Jessica Alba went on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big weekend for the boy. Yeah.
Joe Burrow is dating Jessica Alba.
They
Yeah,
were
she's
out in
like
Vegas
30 years
together,
older
yeah.
than him.
Yeah.
I was about to say Jessica Alba dated Derek Jeter.
While we were recording, Trent McDuffie became the highest paid cornerback in NFL history. $124 million extension, which included a $100 million guarantee.
Okay, apparently they're not dating.
I thought he confirmed it. Did I get got? There was a picture of them at a casino.
Until like 3 a.m. Yeah, I saw it too.
Apparently Jessica Alba is in a relationship with Danny Ramirez.
Okay. Hey, I found the tweet. It was LaShawn McCoy. He quoted it. He said, now young players are getting paid their worth, not used. Everybody used to have a problem with it. Trent said it right.
LaShawn McCoy is crazy though, right?
Yeah.
Didn't he go? Yeah. Okay. I thought so.
He went to Pitt, didn't he?
I don't know where LaShawn McCoy went to school at.
Pretty sure he did. Yeah, he went to Pittsburgh.
He went to Pitt.
He's from Pennsylvania.
Hometown kid.
Yeah, he wasn't getting that kind of money.
This is a good. I'll end on this question here with you guys. Why, as I'm sitting here watching, I'm watching the LSU game. They're losing 6-0 to Sac State. What do you guys think is the? Because I feel like this year more than years past. What's up with all these smaller schools, not just beating, but like really competing if they're not beating with these schools? Like, do you think it is an NIL and a retain thing that these schools can now, keep some of their good players? Or do you think these, big schools like an LSU or Tennessee, they don't have the depth like they used to where it's like you can't, stack all the players all together? What do you guys think it is? I mean, because it's definitely a thing this year.
I think roster cuts is definitely part of it. It has to be.
I was gonna say that probably is the biggest one. That like, if you're a guy that might not make that final cut, like you're probably not gonna risk it.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're at Tennessee, like let's say they sign 15 players in high school. If you don't touch the field that first year and you're like, hey man, I might not touch it next year either, I can go to Wright State.
Yeah. And then if Tennessee was in on me in high school and I put up numbers at Wright State, if I hit the transfer portal, I got a good shot at coming there.
I can go there and play as a freshman, and then I could go there I don't know how they're able to have like I forget what, are they in the Horizon?
Yeah.
How they're able to keep like the Horizon Player of the Year. I think he's been that like the last 3 years. How has that guy not gone anywhere else?
Well, I think it was Ole Miss.
That's bad tampering from everybody.
Ole Miss was playing Evansville, and they had the MVC Freshman of the Year. Obviously came back, and he's a sophomore now. But I was thinking to myself, like, how did this kid not go get a bunch of money somewhere else?
Yeah. But it's also one of those things, like, it doesn't always work too. Like if you're playing and playing at a high level and you're still getting like, they're going to find you draft wise. So I don't know. I feel like there is more parity across college baseball, like even more so than probably any sport.
Mm-hmm. We saw that a little bit last year at the end. I mean, we had Murray State in Omaha. We had Coastal Carolina playing in the national championship. I think it was an early sign.
And it's also like those teams have to kind of pick and choose like where they're able to put their money. Like they're not going to go all in on every single sport, but if they can go all in on baseball, yeah, there probably is more money for some of those players.
I think we're seeing that at Mississippi State this year. I think you can easily make the point that they tossed football these past 2 years and said we're gonna invest in baseball.
Yeah, they tossed basketball too. Good.
Oh my God, did they ever? I think that was Chris Jan's last dance. I think he's going to Kansas State. I think he's out of there.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. It's my gut.
I don't know. I mean, do y'all want to toss anything to get better at something else? Caleb? What do you want to toss?
I want to burn the whole athletic. But this is an academic institution. I want to burn the whole athletic program now.
It's all
I
about
want
getting
more
scholarships.
I
for
want
the
more
players.
money to go into the engineering program. Yeah. I'm sick of athletics. Think about the amazing academic buildings we could have where Neyland stands.
Yeah. I will say this, like the baseball stadium, I went for the first time today. It's unfreaking believable. I don't know, like
Burn it down.
I would to win a championship in football. I would, but I just can't believe like what it was. I mean, just a couple years ago to like now it's like, oh,
I mean, really, even last year, which I haven't seen it in person, but like even last year, like the unfinished products, I know they were on their way there to now is crazy.
Yeah.
That's what I've noticed is like how quickly, a lot of people show like, oh, this is what it was before, 15, 20 years ago. Here's what it is now. Like Tennessee, you can be like, dude, this was what the stadium looked like 5 years ago. Look what it is now.
I mean,
we used to have picnic tables down the third baseline.
Oh yeah. I mean, we used to have like just like a year ago, there was a trailer out in like down the third baseline for
I think about
bathrooms.
The Notre Dame Super Regional, hate to bring up, but like they had to bring those bleachers and set them up on the left side over there for fans to come sit in.
Yeah. And now there's like a full-on concourse, like and there's like they have a actual Vol shop, like a brick and mortar. It's not just a
I didn't realize that. Nice.
Concession. It's just another concession stand place. No, they have a full-on. Yeah, it's awesome. So,
do you think?
But I would burn it down.
Do you think they'll expand the outfields? That's the only thing I think of. Like, because
I think eventually they're in the renderings. It has like a more finished porch.
It's almost just like a concourse that wraps around that right field line. And then, the porches are more finished, Like, kind of like similar to the condo look of Mississippi State, where it's like it matches the stadium.
Yeah. It's hard to do with that road, the river right there, because I feel like you would have to do some serious – and the railroad, right? Isn't that all three right there?
Yeah.
I mean, really, it's Todd Helton Boulevard, I think.
Yeah.
That really kind of limits their space. But I think in the master plans, in this crazy plan, the building for the porches was going to be built over that road. I don't know if that's still the plan or not, but
what's more likely to get done, that or turning G10 into an entertainment district?
I
would burn that down first. I forgot about that. I'd burn that down first.
I would definitely burn that down. Because, I mean, it's going to be so expensive. Like, I'm probably never going to do anything with that.
It's college football. I don't think anyone should. Like, tailgating is why we like college football.
Yeah.
No one wants to go to a bar before a college football game.
And I definitely am. Go ahead.
All the cars.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where do you put what?
All those cars in G10.
South Knoxville, baby. That's all that place is good for anyways.
Yeah.
Parking cars.
Yeah. I don't know what you do. I would buy a parking lot somewhere downtown though. If I had some serious cash, I would just do that. Get ready for it. I mean, there is going to be that. Are they building a pedestrian bridge? Is that
Yeah,
their
they're supposed to
plan?
be. Yeah.
Yeah, let's add another one of those.
You just hate exercise, don't you?
I just don't understand, like Gay Street, we can't just fix a bridge. There's obviously more to that, but we're just gonna have the bridge there.
I wouldn't want to drive on that bridge anytime soon. So
Yeah, I'm pro.
okay with it.
I'm pro fix bridges.
Like, why can't we fix it though? Why is it just like?
I think I think if we did try to fix it, if I understand correctly, you would essentially have to like blow it up and start over. What they wanted, they would have to do what they wanted to do with Henley, but they couldn't because the arches are like a historical landmark. So they have to like strip it down to its bare bones and start over.
I feel like we could do that instead of making it a pedestrian bridge.
Well, the pedestrian bridge is a university thing.
Can they not walk across Henley Street?
Well, I think the idea is that there is going to be parking on like where the pedestrian bridge ends, going directly over to like G10 area.
Oh, I'm talking about Gay Street Bridge. Like, why is that a pedestrian bridge right now? Why can't we just...
Because the weight of it can't hold cars.
Correct.
Or it'll
so
fall.
Instead of making it a pedestrian bridge, can we just start over it? Can we blow it up and make it...
I think that's where money comes in for the city.
And the timing of construction. I mean, I've lived here for 5 years, 6 years, and I feel like Alcoa Highway by the hospital has been under construction ever
Can
since.
I give my hot take on that, though?
Yeah, please.
It has been under construction for a long, long time. However, it is far superior to the old product. I think it has been worth the construction.
I don't think so, because that rolling roadblock that is the biggest crock of shit I've ever seen in my life.
But do you don't remember driving on Alcoa pre all of this?
Yeah, I just
You
don't
were just as likely to get stuck in a 2 hour.
Why do we have to do a rolling roadblock every 30 minutes? That makes
I haven't had that
sense.
experience, so I apologize. I can't speak to that. But
I dodge a rolling roadblock or have to sit in it every day and work.
I got to go through Vestal and go by the hospital because I can't drive. I can't even see the finished product because I'd be stuck in traffic for 4. It'd take me an hour. It would take me an hour to get to the campus.
Yeah, I know that's a hot take, but yeah, driving on it like pre-20, like 14, you were putting your life in danger.
Hey, you know what?
It was
I'd
nuts.
blow up Alcoa Highway too. Blow it up. All I need is Chapman and I need Pellissippi.
Pellissippi dead ends to nowhere. Well, I guess you could go down. Golly, the traffic down my way would be terrible.
Sucks to suck, man. Sorry. Blow it up.
Should see if Knox County has any open seats on the zoning committee. Sounds like we have some good ideas.
Don't talk to the people in Maryville about Pellissippi, Landon. You're gonna get burned down.
Do they want to see it finished or no?
No,
they hate it?
That's taking out farmland, Landon. How dare you?
Well, they must hate Amazon.
Well, that was a golf course. I hate Amazon for that.
Yeah,
that was Pine Lakes. Rip.
All right. Well, we've talked about pretty much everything in this podcast. Losing. We talked about what else did we talk about? The Hurleys getting thrown out of games. We covered a lot in this episode, so appreciate it.
Being a liar. Don't forget that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The old way. We talked about that quite a bit.
LaShawn McCoy.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Guys, thank y'all so much for listening. We'll be back on Thursday talking about probably the SEC tournament, talking about baseball a little bit more, anything else that we can fit into an hour-long show that goes over. And but I hope you have a great rest of your week or a great start of your week. Go check out our good friends at HovieDryGoods.com. Use promo code MORE, 15% off that first purchase. Saw a lot of them through the Lindsey Nelson today. That was awesome to see. Hopefully they're using that code. Again, promo code MORE, 15% off that purchase. HovieDryGoods.com. Thank y'all again. We're bringing the boat in, and we out.
M6, boys at MII, they got your big orange face. All year long is the place to be, to hear some Vols for life talking Tennessee. You can hate us if you want, but we sure